So I've been wanting to build a belt grinder from scratch. So the other day I was surfing YouTube to look at some homemade belt grinders. And the one I ran into, the guy used pretty much everything off from his treadmill, electronics, the motor was, I think the motor was the big thing, but he used all the tubes. He used as much as he could off of his treadmill to build a 2x72 belt grinder or belt sander, whatever you want to call it. So I have this treadmill that we don't use no more. I think I have the wire. I didn't record taking off the cover or pulling apart the instrument panel, but I think I have a good idea of what I need to use from the instrument panel to make the motor run the way it needs to. I have majority of the steel that kind of like what he used. I'm not 100% exactly what he used. I have a skateboard and I have some other odds and ends, bits and pieces, and some other scrap metal that I have from other projects. So we're gonna jump into this and get this all tore down and figure out what metal we're gonna use, and then grab the metal out of the work truck and bring that in and compile it all together and figure out the best way to put this together to make it usable and to save a little bit of cash, because a brand new one, they start at $1,500 and goes up. I don't think they're not very cheap to buy, but I'm pretty sure we can build one way cheaper than what they have. I really think we could build it for under $100 with a couple odds and ends things that we need to buy from the steel supplier. So I'm gonna get this all tore down and figure out what we need for the build, and get the welding table cleaned off and everything, so we can get this all stacked on there, and then figure out how we're gonna build the base and put everything together. So be sure I know what we're gonna use. I'm gonna take these tall bits off from the frame, and then if I tip this thing like this here, I can pull this bottom cover off, cut this piece of steel off here, and then this here will become the base of the machine. The motor will get turned sideways, so I will weld a piece of steel on the base and then build off from that. So I'm going to strip all these electronics off from here, get this wire pulled all the way through, because we need this wire for the brain, it's not the brain, but the controls of the motor for the speed. And then we'll have to get this spun around and re-tacked on in some way. I'll have to figure that out. But I think we're just gonna use the base. That's pretty much what I came back here for. We're gonna use the base of the machine, spin that motor in a way to get it on this side. I gotta take the motor off anyways, because I got a pipe to go on the motor for the belt grinder, the belt to fit on. So, dog, go out there, go away, you crazy dog. She just wants me to throw the frisbee. That's all she wants. So I'll get all these electronics off, and then I'll see you on the welding table. Okay guys, I believe I am to that point to where we're going to start matching things up to what's going on here. So I went to the scrap metal yard the other day and got some pieces. I got these these squares. This is a 2-inch square, and this is like 2 1/4, something like that. Somewhere in there, 2 1/8. This will slide in decently. And then I have this piece of round stock that I'm going to weld onto here. I'm going to weld that onto there where it's supposed to be, so it's not doing this number. This piece here will be for, I'll lop a piece off, and that'll be for the wheels. And I have the skateboard. That'll be for these wheels to go on, and it'll track that belt on the belt grinder. And also I have to find a spring for the tensioner on the belt. I was hoping this machine had that spring, but this machine don't have the spring, so I'll have to go back to the scrapyard and see if I can find one or look around. I'm sure I got one somewhere, or yeah, I can just go buy one. That's not a big deal. So I'll finish prepping some of this out. My one issue is all I have is 6011 1/8 inch stick. My gas welder is out of gas, or I have my TIG welder. I'm not very good at TIG welding, but it might be a good opportunity to practice. So let me get some stuff cleaned up and situated, and then we'll go from there. Roxy, out with your thing. The dog is playing with his frisbee right here. So I'll be right back. Get some of this prepped out and get that welder set up and go from there. Alright, I'm going to attempt to what the heck's going on with my lens? It's all dirty. I'm going to attempt to TIG weld this, and I have no idea what I'm doing. I'll be honest. Probably should have gloves on. That's what I probably should do. I don't know where my gloves are. Oh, right here's a welding glove, but it's kind of trashy welding glove. So I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna work. We'll try it, and if it does, it does. If I don't, I might have to wait until I have some You know what I forgot? Yeah, see? Not even stuck on there. Come on! I forgot to turn up the voltage for the steel. So I believe, yeah, this don't do anything. Let's do, it might not go any higher. Try 1/8 inch, 16 gauge, 3/16. Let's try 1/8 inch. I don't think it was hot enough. But now I got to reset and clean all this stuff back up. So let me clean this all back up, and then we'll try it again. When it comes to TIG welding, I am the biggest noob. Actually, I'm probably a noob at all of it, really. Probably a noob at all of it. Let's see. I want to make sure this is level. Pushed over. Okay. Are we still in the shop? Yes, we're still in the shop. Okay. Take 2. Wonder if I should have a tad bit more tungsten hanging out, maybe? Oh, it fell all the way in. All right, let's try this again. One thing I remember people saying it's to be comfortable. Yeah, I just made a mess of that, didn't I? Look at my tungsten. Huh. So maybe maybe switch over to stick maybe and just turn down the temperature, because that looked like crap. So I got this welded on, but they look kind of trashy. The welds look kind of trashy. So I tried to TIG weld it. My TIG welding skills ain't up to par whatsoever. Neither are my stick welding abilities, but I'm working on it. So just I think if we just keep going, and we'll work our way through the stick welding and everything else. So that's it for this one, and then we'll go back and finish up the rest as we go.